What's going on, YouTube? It's Rochelle Tannen. It's June 24th, 2022. It's 5:18 on Friday morning on the East Coast. Everyone have a happy Friday. I'm jumping on because I want to do a quick video about, and I know you guys have seen the clip, the leader of the free world falling off that bike down there in Delaware. Do you guys know how embarrassing it is to have this man as a president? You know, in the last few days since last Sunday, I haven't really recorded anything because I'm in a blue funk. When my dad hasn't been gone 2 years yet, and he was big on Father's Day, so I haven't been in the right state of mind to record anything. So I'm watching this. I watched it at least 20 times because it was hilarious. And this is the only president I know that blamed the standing bike, the pedal, instead of him just falling and being like, oh damn, I fell, let me get up. But anyway, I'm watching all these videos and shorts about all these people talking about we miss Trump and all these black people, you better vote Trump and we need Trump back. No, wrong. I, as a registered Republican in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, am not about to let you people have that pass. See, you guys deserve everything you're about to get. See, when I voted for Trump in 2016, I'll never forget this. I had to go, if you know Philadelphia, there's an area called Germantown. And I was living in Germantown around that time, so my voting booth was in Germantown at elementary school. And when you guys see me like this, my hair, the clothes and all that, believe me, it's a well-deserved break. For many years I commuted to offices. I had to wear the blazers, the dress shirts, the slacks, the shoes, which I love, and keep my hair done and all that. But this is such a nice break and deserved. But I went there before work that day, and I'll never forget, I had on a navy blue blazer, some nice slacks, a nice dress shirt, office attire. And most of the people here in Philadelphia that work the polls are always black. And black people are the most horrendous to their own. So I'm walking, getting directed. And there was a black man and a black woman. And I'll never forget, because black women are a fucking trip. This motherfucker told me, make sure you vote right. And I quote, I'll never forget her face, and I'll never forget her saying that to me. And I walked away because here in Philadelphia and in most major cities, black women there's not an age where you stop fighting. You can't just disagree and respect the other party's opinions and their walk of life. No, you might actually get into a fight, if not worse. So I let it go, and I was on my way to work. I wanted to vote and go on. After President Trump won in Philadelphia, I got called everything but a child of God by these blacks here in Philadelphia. I got called a house nigga, an Uncle Tom, a sellout, and on and on. You know, all those trendy words up on Instagram, YouTube, and wherever. So now that that's history, and you guys voted in Joe Biden, even when Trump lost in 2020, I remember here in Philadelphia, they were celebrating in Center City. There was this stupid rap song called F Trump Out. They were blasting in Center City. Not understanding everything Trump said about Joe Biden was going to come to fruition, enjoying their $2 a gallon gas, blasting F Trump. Now that that's history, now all of a sudden you motherfuckers are whining about gas prices and groceries and baby formula shortages, supply chain shortages, how you miss Trump. No. You ones that supported Donald J. Trump, Biden, Floridian slip, Biden, deserve everything the fuck you get. Because even right now, a lot of YouTubers and people in society are still smug when it comes to Trump. We have a president right now that can't give a speech without talking about Trump. That says it all right there. Anyone who has to blame everybody else for their problems is a loser. He's a fucking loser. But I digress. You guys deserve everything you get. And mind you, we're only 18 months in with Joe Biden. We're not even at the 2-year mark. I'm reading all these comments. We need to impeach him. We need him gone. We need Trump back. Oh, no. You guys deserve whatever you get. Now, last Father's Day, I believe it was, or earlier in the week, I've been watching this YouTuber out of Atlanta. His name is Walter Hampton II. He's a gay guy, black guy, does fairly well for himself. I've been watching his content since 2013, and I never agreed with him with his politics, but smart people know you can agree to disagree. And also, and I'm pretty smart, politics wasn't even this big a discussion until the last 5-6 years, to be honest, because talking about who you vote for is like religion and money. It's tacky. But a lot of Gen Xers, millennials, and certainly Gen Z hasn't been taught that, and Gen X and millennials have forgotten that. It's tacky. So anyway, I tuned into one of his videos, which I like to because he's a funny guy, and I like a lot of things he says. But I tuned into one of his latest videos, and the first thing that came out his mouth is, if you voted for Trump, go, and you're watching this video, go kill yourself. So I unsubscribed to him. There was another time I unsubscribed because I don't like blacks like that. I don't care that you have a Mercedes and your BMW and all that crap down there in Atlanta. I don't care about that. Who are you to tell people to go kill themselves over who they decide to vote for, as much as you say on your channel and channels like yours, go out and vote. Your vote's so important. So what is it? Go vote as long as we vote your way? I don't understand that. I'm confused. Now, this man's telling us to go kill ourselves, and I stopped like the first 2 minutes into the video. Then the only thing that he said about Joe Biden is, guys, I know things aren't good right now. Boy, is he a Democrat if I've ever seen one. See, people who support the Democrats and the Democrats all together, they'll tell you to live poor while they live well. And he's no different, living down there in Atlanta. Go watch his channel. Listen to his stories about Niggerville and poor blacks and poverty. Who the fuck do you think keeps these black to impoverished? Everyone down there in Atlanta is a motherfucking Democrat. Look at California. Look how he's dying. Cali ain't been great since the late, great President, ex-Governor Reagan had California. Look at the city I live in is nothing but fucking Democrats. It's so bad. Matter of fact, some of these baby mamas, there's one in the news now trying to get the DA, Larry Krishner here in Philadelphia, impeached because her son got shot the fuck up, and now she's calling on the Republicans to help her out. Who are you to say something so nasty when people, especially people in the South and Midwest, I really feel bad for you guys, because I told you in a past video, one of the things that keeps me in the northeastern sector of the country is transportation. I don't want to have to drive everywhere. I enjoy car sharing. I enjoy trains, buses. I like being on the city bus to see the essence of a city, and it's cheaper, and you get a good feel for the city. And I like to walk. But those people down there in Atlanta and in Georgia and South Carolina, North Cap, Florida, Louisiana, they're getting fucking murdered by gas prices right now because they have to drive. And here you are telling these people, even if they're considering voting for Trump next time around, if he runs, to go kill themselves. Well, Walter, you won't really have to worry about that, because guess what? If things keep going the way they're going, people are going to starve to death. People can't even feed their babies right now. And you're so smug. And I try to look past it because there's things I really enjoy from Walter Lee Hampton. But that kind of did it for me. He's the type of person, he's the type of black person, gay or straight, that has this smug attitude about him. But then if you say something that doesn't correspond with his belief systems, then all of a sudden you're bashing or attacking. I've watched many of his videos over the years, since 2013 now. Since 2013, and listen to him talk about how dumb black people are with sexuality because of gay men and this and that and other. No, a lot of black people find gay sex to be deviant. A lot of people find gay sex to be deviant. But if you say that, you might get canceled or some shit. He makes fun of the Bible and Christians. Now, I understand Satan got all the religions sewn up right now. I get it. But for you to denounce or call someone stupid because of their beliefs and their walk of life, how dare you? How dare you? Because arguably it could be said, as Paris Hilton said back in the early 2000s about gay men, they're the horniest people on the planet. It doesn't matter what book you fucking read, Walter, or anybody like Walter. This is why I'm not letting these people like Walter Lee Hampton that are trying to be rhinos, Republican in name only. Nah, y'all stay over there. People like Walter Hampton, y'all stay over there. Because you think you're untouchable, but you're being touched now. And personally, I don't know if I'm going to vote for Donald Trump again, because it's become so faddish, and I'm not a fad person. I like Mr. Trump when he was one of 16 Republican picks from his first debate. I liked him and what he had to say. I genuinely liked him. I didn't become a Republican under Trump. Back in 2008, when I lived in South Carolina, I was invited to become a Republican. I should have did it then, because I was 28 at the time. And I believe the name of the club is the Greater Republicans of the Upstate, or Greenville. And I didn't join, because at that time I wasn't affiliated with either party. But I did register under Barack Obama. That was those are some of the worst years of my life economically. They always get to talk about, those Democrats, how great it was under Barack Obama, how many jobs were created. I was in the job market at that time, and it was a bunch of fast food nonsense jobs. So I had enough, and I registered Republican. And not only for economic reasons, I'm a conservative in most ways of thought, like married families. Now, Walter Lee Hampton talks about married families, but who the fuck do you think's keeping this single mama shit going, Walter? Those beloved Democrats you talk about. Because most Republican women are married women. Most Republican women don't have baby daddies. Most Republican women are mobilely upward. And they have a certain, it's not just about money, it's a state of mind. You can serve tradition. You can serve money. It's hence the word conservative. That video really bothered me. And you're taking up for a man that can't stand on a bike without blaming the bike. How dare you? And people like you. So my point is this. I'm not letting you niggas have that pass. And for you ones that still vote Democrat, go ahead. You go ahead and be black as you want to. Right now, mostly every major city in this country is run by Democrats, and look at them. Look at them. From the stealing that goes on the West Coast, where you can steal up to $950 in a store. What fucking kind of law is that? $950 from a store and not go to jail. Here on the East Coast, we got a bunch of fucking crackheads and dope heads and meth heads that just get to run around freely and do their dope. They get more concessions than working people here in Philadelphia. They really do. You know, not too long ago, there's a section of Kensington that a lot of YouTubers film the homeless and drug addicts out there, and it's a pretty bad section of town. And a few years ago, there was a organization that was trying to clean up that part of town. I believe it was called MOM, Morals Over Money. And it's like one of my Latino brothers said, listen here, we pay taxes in this section of the city, and our kids can't ride their bikes up the fucking street. And he's 100% right. How the fuck do crackheads, and this is for any major city, crackheads, meth heads, or whatever their pleasure, get more concessions than the people that are paying for the sidewalks for them to lay on? And then being in my blue funk, I'm watching my YouTube subscribers, trying to support them, because every view counts, whether I like you, don't like you. If I'm watching you, that's helping you in one way or another. And the first thing I open up to is go kill yourself if you voted for Trump. So what's the alternative? Supporting someone who can't stand on a bike? Supporting someone who lies at every turn, that blames everyone? Before I close this video, for you ones out there saying, Biden can't do anything about the gas prices, with this 18-cent shenanigan he's trying to pull with the tax thing, that big 18 cents, that can't even buy you penny candy. Hell, there's not even penny candy in existence anymore. He could certainly bring down these gas prices. This is all him. The Keystone Pipeline that was about to help Middle America through the Dakotas and out of Canada coming through the Dakotas. Number one, it would have jumpstarted a lot of them little cities. There's a brilliant piece on YouTube done about the small cities that were impacted by Joe Biden canceling them contracts. He could do more, but he's choosing not to. He said in the debates he was going to end fossil fuels, and he meant that shit. But he killed the pipeline contracts, And this is one of the reasons gas is so high. And this happened before whatever's going on in Russia even took off. Gas prices were going up under this president. I've never seen a president in my almost 42 years, Lord willing, that gets to blame everyone else, doesn't take responsibility, and I'm almost convinced that he's taking pleasure in seeing people suffer. And this is what happens when you allow someone like a Joe Biden to cheat. You know, Walter Lee Hampton has said that people who support Trump are crazy. Joe Biden he didn't rig the election and all this other shit. Listen here, Trump to the side. Joe Biden, there's no way on God's green earth that Joe Biden was more popular than Barack Obama. Barack Obama was the first social media president. He laid the blueprint down to how to maneuver, for politicians to maneuver on social media. So you're telling me Joe Biden was more popular than Barack Obama? Barack Obama had his own song back in the early days of the internet. The young woman who did I'm in love with Obama. Ain't nobody do that for Joe Biden. Ain't nobody gonna do that for Joe Biden. See this, and Joe Biden, for a lot of you younger viewers, he to cheat, and I'm not just saying that to be mean. Go back to 1988 and go watch some of the news when he was running against George Bush and trying to become president then, and he had to stop his race because he was plagiarizing other people's speeches and shit. He's always been a cheat. He should have never been president. But I'm gonna close this video with this. I'm not giving you motherfuckers a pass. Now who's the house nigga? And people like Walter Lee Hampton, enjoy your Mercedes and your new house and all that, because you're a Democrat if I've ever seen one. You talk a good game, but you don't mind watching other black people be poor so you can have. And I'm out.